Hello Aquarius, Happy New Year. This is Kathy from Tarot Me a Story, and I'm experimenting with a new deck of cards that haven't learned how to read yet, so I'm putting them out on the table, understanding, reading them, and then I'll tell you what it means, what I'm getting. So first I want to do a little meditation just to connect you with your guides and your angels. So if there's a message here, you'll be centered and you'll hear it. Put your feet flat on the floor. Sit with your spine straight and imagine a cable going from the base of your spine down to the center of the earth and anchoring it to the light at the center of the earth. We're anchoring our light to the light of the center of the earth. Then open up the top of your head and imagine your guides, angels, higher self, pouring in information, bringing so you can hear, so you know, so you get all your messages. You get your messages through the top of your head, through your crown chakra. You see with the third eye. So I'm going to ring the gong and just lightly focus on your third eye. With the crown, with the energy coming in the top of your head, be willing, and you'll see it. So, here's the gong, just follow the sound. I just heard someone say, I didn't see anything. Well, when you're just starting, it's a very, very faint voice, and the more you trust it, the more you hear it. The more you act on what you hear, the louder the voice gets. My angels just slap me upside the head if I'm not paying attention, like, kind of, it's kind of literally, I've been scolded. But it was the most beautiful scolding I ever experienced. I never felt so loved. So, what we have here, I want to tell you the outcome first. The outcome is the Alchemist. It's a little different than the one in the tarot deck. This isn't tarot. What I'm working with and the cards I'm trying to learn and I'm experimenting with you are the Fairy Oracles. And this is by FROUD. Okay, this is this guy's an amazing artist, and he's like really in touch with the fairies. So this stuff is intense and it's wild. So we got, so the outcome I want to tell you before I tell you all this is the Alchemist, is that there's like literal magic and transformation happening for you. And my question for Aquarius was, what does Aquarius need to know for the new year? Well, there's a huge transformation taking place. So we got lists of the shadows. And this card is about not feeling, it's like all not feeling good about ourselves. Kind of like low self-esteem. It can be drug addiction or just feeling kind of low and like life has just been so damn hard, you just can't stand it, And this fairy goes down and tries to inspire you and tries to help you, see your self-worth. And the next card is the Unity card. And what this is about is this card is about oneness. Before the unity happens, you feel all split off. And this is what this fairy tries to heal, is that feeling of being all split off. And so this is, you start feeling split off, unity is coming, and um, Lasty's moon's laughter. She is about shining light on the shadows, bringing the shadows out into the open. It's like one of my favorite sayings in a writing book. When you're feeling blocked, when you're writing, the book talks about, you know, dance with the skeletons in your closet. And that's what this is like. Dance with the skeletons in your closet. Don't be afraid to shine light on the things that you feel uncomfortable about. Because that's where the healing and the unity comes into place. And so while this process of shining light and the unity and really coming together with a feeling of oneness is going to be an exuberant, this is the raw, R-A-R-R. This is an exuberant burst of energy. And this energy, you're going to experience this energy with the healing and letting the skeletons out of the closet. You experience, the healing you experience will come with a burst of energy and excitement and happiness. And the next two cards are kind of like the same thing. There'll be a sudden change in how you feel. And don't take down the excitement and the happiness you experience with fears. See, this guy here. This is about imaginary fears, like, you know, the monsters under the bed, you know, when you're a kid. There isn't really anything to be afraid of. It's just maybe life's been hard for so long that you're just expecting, you know, imaginary fears to be real, and it's really not. They're not real. We've just imagined them. And this guy is that everything that was stuck, there's going to be a surprise with it coming together. You know, it'll be a surprise the way it comes together. And then you have this alchemist fairy who, this is the transformation that takes place for you. It's funny how nothing down here looks faded, but the cards look faded when I get close to the camera. All the lights behind the camera. So, this is about the alchemy, the magic that takes place, the healing that takes place. And really the only way you will experience the healing is if you're not afraid. You can't be open to it if you're afraid of imaginary monsters, or, you know, like the past repeating itself. That's like an imaginary monster, you know. Fear of the past repeating itself, like, I'm not going to do this again because I'm just going to be hurt. And this is asking you to accept a healing and to start new, and that there is nothing to fear. I've noticed if I tip the card, you can see it better. This fairy is beautiful, but it's really hard to see. Anyway, that's my reading for you for the new year. There's going to be a great deal of healing that comes, light shining on the shadows and the areas of our life that we don't feel good enough about ourselves, and don't be afraid of imaginary monsters or things repeating themselves, because life, you can't accept the gift if you're afraid and closed. I hope that was helpful. This is Kathy from Tarot Me a Story. I hope you like the fairies. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Happy New Year.